Hi, welcome to this video on the second stage of data exploration, that is variable identification. In this video, we'll be implementing the concepts that we studied in the video variable identification. So let's get started by importing pandas and reading the dataset. Now that we have read the dataset, let's have a look at the dimensions of the dataset. So we can see that there are 891 rows and 12 columns in the dataset. Let us have a look at the first few rows of the dataset. So this is the dataset that we'll be working on, and this dataset is of the Titanic dataset where we needed to predict whether a passenger will survive or not. So the first topic that is studied in the variable identification is to identify the target variable and the predictor variables. Since here we need to predict the survival rate, the survived column becomes the target variable and this other column becomes the predictor variables. Let's move to the next concept where we needed to identify the categorical and continuous variables. Let's see how we can identify categorical and continuous variable in this Titanic dataset. Categorical and continuous variables can be identified using the dtypes function. So let's see what is the output of the dtypes function on the file. Here we can see that against every column, dtypes has given an output like int64, object, float, int, etc. If you remember our previous videos, Python stores categorical variables as objects and continuous variables as ints and floats. So passenger ID, survived, P class, these are continuous variables, whereas name, sex, ticket, these are categorical variables. So this is how you can identify categorical and continuous variables. So this is all about variable identification in pandas. Thank you so much.